Hi there. How are you, dear friends of yesterday's cars? We give you a warm welcome to The Collector, the one and only TV show that will take you to visit the best car collections in the whole world. That's right. As we're used to on El Garage TV, the most renowned private collectors will open the doors of their houses in order to show us the greatest vehicles in history. Those classic cars that never fail to catch your eye. Those automobiles that have become the property of the rich and famous. Today's episode of The Collector will be devoted to Ted Vernon's collection. Ted Vernon is the owner of the largest classic car store in Florida, a crazy enthusiast of classic cars and a provider of cars for movies and stars. As you can guess, he knows his business well. We're going to see the best cars of his private collection: Cadillacs, Bentleys, Bugattis, Plymouths, and so on. These cars are the best among classics, and everybody loves them. We bet you'd love them too, once you've seen them. But let's end the introductions and begin with today's show. The Collector visits Ted Vernon's private classic car collection.
I live in beautiful Plantation Acres, Florida. I'm from New York originally. That's where I was born. I always wanted to live in Florida, and I like the weather. I just love it here, and that's where I've been, and I'm staying. I'm European, and I'm just as American as apple pie, and what you see is what you get. I buy and sell and trade, do a lot of trading, classic and muscle, classic cars. I started as a collection, but I enjoy, I'm an adoption agency. I find homes for these creatures of the night. I decided one day in the 70s that I would like to play with cars. And I quit my work and I started playing with cars, and I haven't looked back. I did dirty work for my dad, may he rest in peace. And I didn't like what I did, so I said, you know what? Cars are what I like. From now on, I'm doing cars. And I never worked for a car store, so I never got into the tricks of the trade. I just deal from straight ahead. I like women. Women are very nice. Women in cars, what else is there? My first car was a 62 Nash Metropolitan convertible. And that was a lot of fun, and I was a kid, and it was great. I have about 300 cars. And more come and more go every day. I have something for everyone. I have restored classic cars, and I have cockroaches. And some people like to buy projects because they want to put their hands into it and they want to build. So I have those kind of cars, and I have ready cars and everything in between. I export a huge amount of my cars. Right now, with the dollar week, I export 70% of my cars. My clients are great. They put up with me, I put up with them, we have fun. I keep it light and happy, and that's what I do. Export is really my main business. I do a lot of export. I would say 97% men. Of course, the women come along and tell the men what they want, and the men will do it. But mostly men, and I think in the 40s, between 30s and 50s is my main group. I just bought a Bugatti Royale, and that's my favorite car, and I have a Bentley convertible that I love, and you know, and 298 other orphans. I buy a lot of cars on the telephone, because I know what I'm doing and I know the numbers. Buy a lot of cars on the telephone, and I travel a lot and buy 20 cars at a time here and 20 cars at a time there. And I'll be on the road 5 weeks in a row at times, buying. I actually had about $1,000 when I started, and a lot of debt. Paid my debt, and I kept rocking and rolling. I traded for a car carrier, drove it up and down the East Coast, buying and selling. Bought cheap cars and got better cars and traded up, and it's just, you know, hard work. 7 days a week, hard work. But it's only work if you're not enjoying yourself. And I'm having fun, so if you have fun, you never work. I make motion pictures. We're just starting a new movie called Hellglades in the Everglades, which is going to be great. I'm going to Moscow to appear in a scary movie in April or May, I think. And I do motion pictures, and I do a little bit of pro wrestling and promotions in the fight game.
Do you use any of these cars for some of those movies?
Yes, why not? Free props. You got $1 million worth of props. It looks like you got a big movie. We're in Miami on 79th Street, which is a main drive. I play all day. I buy cars, sell cars, laugh. I have people coming in all day from different walks of life that are a lot of fun. And my wife works. She does the work, the books, all the paperwork, all the schleppy stuff, and I play all day. And it doesn't get better than that. You know, I don't work, I play. I'm Al Bundy. I'm married with children. I have no life whatsoever. I have 2 grown kids and I have a 5-year-old that's a joy to me, and I have the most beautiful, sexy, unbelievably smart wife that I've ever seen. And I'm gonna show you. I have a 22-year-old son who plays with cars on his own, and he's doing very, very well. My 5-year-old, I don't know what he's gonna do, maybe a baseball player. But my wife could actually run it. But right now, it's the Ted Vernon show. And people like to deal with Ted Vernon, and that's what happens now.